3DSers, it is I, Mike Martins, your handheld junkie, and I spent an entire week playing Fantasy Life for the 3DS. And let me tell you how it went down. All roads lead to the adventure of a lifetime. Create the life you've always wanted. Craft, cast, hunt, and battle your way through the vast world filled with magic, dragons, and ancient secrets. Choose one of 12 classes and evolve your life when you adapt to a new one. Craft items, learn spells, and level up. Journey to the ends of the world. Rated E for everyone ages 10 and up. The game is set in the fantasy world of Reveria, which is made up of several cities, plains, and mountains. Its rulers spend their days ruling over their citizens and guiding them in their life paths. One day this peaceful state is shattered when a strange purple meteorite falls into a house of a player, setting off a chain of events foretold in ancient prophecy involving Reveria's goddess and moon Lunares. They discover soon that the Doomstones are chunks of a dome that surrounds Reveria and has been slowly falling apart. This event had happened in the past once before, but was stopped by Celestia, one at the cost of her never returning to Lunares. Eunelia and her sister Neolia discover that the only way to save the world is to gather the wishes of as many people as possible and take them up to Lunares, where those wishes will restore the dome completely. The player and the two sisters manage to successfully travel to Lunares, but soon find out they do not have enough wishes to restore the dome. Eunelia, becoming content with her life on Reveria, wishes that she never has to leave. With that final wish, the end of the world is averted and Reveria is saved once again, ending the main story. Alright guys, let me tell you about Fantasy Life for the 3DS, and I spent a good time playing this game, 2 weeks to be exact. I really got into it. It started getting very in-depth the further you go, and I chose, right off the bat, a mercenary. I wanted to choose the mercenary only because, very simply, because the mercenary, gives you that D&D, Dungeons & Dragons dungeon crawl feel that I thought the game was really kind of based upon. But as I upped my sword skills and my dagger skills, I started upgrading my weapons as I went along, and I started to uncover parts of the world, trading in. Don't be afraid to go in and get as many quests as possible. Don't be afraid to. Go into the quest, go into the tavern and pick up quests there. Go all over town. Pick them all up. Your quest log could have hundreds of quests in there. And you start finishing things off as you kind of rummage along finding things. You could pick plants. You could do alchemy with picking plants. But you could do it all regardless. You could only do one lifestyle. You could only have one lifestyle. There's 12 different lifestyles to choose. But you could only have one at a time to master. And you can switch between lifestyles by getting different licenses when you go meet the guys at the guilds, those guild guys, and the two guys in the room there. And they help you out by choosing different licensing. So I started off, again, as a mercenary. I went around, did my thing, and talking to people, upgrading my skills, and then started to craft things. And I would pick up stuff along the way regardless of needing them. So I just grab them and put them in my pouch, which your pouch and your expansion slots get expanded when you cash in your wishes. So before you go to bed in your apartment, there's a little butterfly there that helps you. The butterfly helps you along the way through the beginning of the game, through the story mode at the beginning, to kind of get you through where you got to get to. And then that butterfly basically is your pretty much a sidekick that helps you cash in wishes, gives you updates, gives you ideas. And let me tell you, man, there's so much in this world. There is just so much time you could drown into this damn thing. I could honestly, foreseeably see myself playing this thing for months. Months. And still uncovering, unlocking, And I didn't even go online with it. I just played the game as is. And as a mercenary, I started to get a bit bored. So I said, I'm going to be a miner. So I got my mining certificate. I went to go see the mining camp, and they got to, they start training you and testing you on how to mine, and then they give you your first pickaxe. Then you start mining ores. You could sell the ores. You could smelter it. You could get into blacksmithing. There's a lot of things you could do in this game. Okay? Of the 12 factions, they're pretty much all there when it comes to, you got a few, you got a rogue, you got a mercenary, but you'd be surprised. Farmer, carpenter, witchcraft. It's right here on the back. All the different, there's just so many of them to name, to memorize, right? I'm giving you a wholehearted review. Oh, archer, miner, cook. It looks like a cook. And blacksmith. There's all kinds. It keeps going on and on. And there's 12 character classes to choose. So 12 character classes, and you basically choose you evolve your character, which is so cool and so unique. I was very, okay, if you like that Zelda, remember the Zelda for the 8-bit system? Zelda? Do you remember that? For the Nintendo? And then the Zelda for the SNES that came out, where you're seeing yourself as a bird's eye view, kind of walking around type of thing. I like that. I'm a big fan of that kind of play. I'm a huge fan of that kind of play. And this just brings me back to that kind of play. Seeing yourself from pretty much from up top, doing your thing, moving around. But the depth of this thing, it goes forever. Then you could start to get another license, and then you could start doing witchcraft. You could be an archer. You could switch. The thing is, you could switch between classes if you'd like. You have to go see those guys to switch you between classes. And the amount of collaboration between the classes to create and mold, transfer, make things, it goes on and on. It just, I had a friend in here the other day at the shop. He said, "Oh my God, this game." I'm like, "Oh, what can you tell me?" He's like, I put 400 hours into this game. I'm like, 400 hours, like what, human hours or dog hours? Or like, that's a lot of hours. Yeah, I put a lot of hours into this. It's a great game. We've accomplished so much, and I'm like, oh, I hope I don't get addicted to this. And it's an adventure of a lifetime, like it says on the game. Do I recommend it? Hell yeah. Is it worth it? Man, this game is so worth it. I paid $29.99 for it in the used bin, and I think it's worth every single penny I paid for it. I think the game unlocks a lot more potential than I did for the 2 weeks, and I think there's a lot more that you could potentially get out of it, especially when you team up with your friends online and do, like, questing together and stuff. I think there's a lot more available if you could tap onto the online. Anyways, guys, Mike Martins here, your handheld junkie. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Hey, this is Mike Martins from the Handheld Junkie. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to support our transmission. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate the support. Look forward to reading your comments below, and comment below if there's a specific handheld game you want me to review. Thanks for watching.